Hello. Today we're going to go over the Actions button that we have in Pulse Marketing and the functions hidden under this button. You'll find it here when you sign into Pulse. You'll automatically be directed to the Templates page. But if you're not already there, because you're already signed in to a different space, if you click on Templates, it gets you right back here where you can get to these buttons. Now, each one references the email in the row with it. So anytime we talk about something, it's referencing that email that we would be changing or adding to or anything like that. Now the first button here, Edit, basically doubles as the same as clicking on the name of the template. And this is going to start stepping us through the process of setting it up or making changes to it. So we would start with choosing the list for the email. Then we'll go through setting up the to and the from for this email, the content, the sending time or event that would happen, and then wrapping it up here in the confirmation. The next button that we have is our copy button. As soon as it comes up, I will show you that. Sorry, preview button. The preview button is basically just a sample of what your content looks like right now, or what it was preset for. Doesn't give you the ability to change anything, and you may not know what the reference codes that we're using in here actually are, but it kind of gives you an idea as to what the text is talking about, any images that might be there, and the overall formatting of the email. If you find that after looking at the preview you want to go change it, you can either click on the name or go under the Edit button here in Actions. Our copy option here basically takes this whole setup of the template, the content and everything else, except the list assigned to that email, and we're just duplicating it. So if I hit copy here, it's going to ask me to confirm, and then I will have a second copy of this email, and it's going to have some extra numbers at the end just to indicate that this is a duplicate. So here we are, underscore, hyphen, and then some numbers. So this is an exact duplicate of this email. Now I can go in here and make changes. Won't affect the original, and maybe I need to make a borrower copy or a real estate agent copy, where I just want to send it to that one role. It's a nice easy way of doing that because I don't have to spend all the time resetting everything up. My content is already there. I just maybe need to change who I'm addressing it to, or maybe changing the image or something like that. But it makes it so much easier to set up something that looks very similar to the original, and maybe just changing a couple of little things like who it's going to. Our next option in this list is test email. This is a way that we can send a test or a sample to somebody or ourselves if we want. Now this sample or test email does not insert any information that we would put into it from your file, from the point file or the Pulse file. We have a number of those codes potentially in this email setup, and because we're not really looking at a file to fill that information in, we give you those boxes so that you can insert whatever kind of sample or test information you want, so you know what it looks like and how it's spaced out and everything like that. This also includes your company logo, so we will not insert that, and we're also unfortunately giving you a text box for what would be an image. And this is because we reference the same image that's in your Pulse emails if you're using the status alert emails. But because we're not really looking at a file, we don't have that information that we can pull in for this test. For a live email, it does use the same image, so you don't have to worry about that actually being lost or not getting inserted when it goes live. But in our test environment, since we're not looking at everything just to create the test, that is a space that you'll need to fill in, as well as any other fields that you have in the email. Once you fill those in and choose a recipient email, whether it's yours or somebody else's, you can hit send, and that will send you a sample of this email with your filled in options for those holes. Our next option in the list is delete, and that will delete the template. Be careful with this. It does not save a copy, and there's not really a restore function for it, so be sure you really want to delete this if you choose that option. And then the last option in our menu is to export results. And this is going to create an Excel that will download to your computer and email you. So you can choose who it goes to, either CSV or Excel. We'll email you the list of people that have been sent this email, and have a column for the recipient, or the outcome, whether they clicked it, opened it, or opted out, or if it was rejected. So it's basically the same as what you see here in our reports section, just delivered to you via email for that particular template. You can also use the reports section to create this as well, but this option actually does it just for that one email template. So if it hasn't been sent or hasn't run yet, then the result will be empty, but it does give you that specific email's output result.